Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining today's session on AI-powered workforce smart automation with Power Automate. Today, we have Bhargavi, who is a Microsoft certified trainer and and a C Sharp Corner MVP. And really happy to have her in the community and the talk. She is here for the first time in the community, and really happy that she is joining us and sharing her knowledge with the community. And before we get into the session, I just want to share that the session is recorded and there is a certificate of participation at the end of the session, and you can claim it at the end with the form that I'll be sharing. That's pretty much it in the intro. And if you are interested in participating in more sessions, please feel free to be in the community, and I'll share the link in the chat box in a bit. Okay, that's all from my side, and the stage is all to Bhargavi to get started with session. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you. Like you rightly said, and this is my first session to the community, and thanks for the opportunity for this to get for this to deliver more to the community as well. Uh, and as a continuation, I welcome you all to the session for today, which is AI powered workflows, smart automation with Power Automate, where what we would be covering is that we would be covering the insights of what can we do with AI Builder inside the Power Automate, and we will also be seeing what can we do and how can we use or leverage the AI Builder inside the Power Automate. With that, I am getting started with today's session. And before we go into the session, let me give a brief introduction of myself. I am working as a senior software engineer for Ford, and I am an MTech data scientist from BITS Pilani. And apart from that, I am a Microsoft certified trainer for more than 3 years now, and I also hold more than six certification from Microsoft, and I am a global speaker covering almost 10 to 15 communities over the globe. And I do write on blogs and articles over the C Sharp Corner. You can get in touch with the blogs over this by scanning this QR code and get the latest updates of blogs and articles through this QR code. And if you want to get connected throughout the post the session as well, you can get in touch with me through the LinkedIn by scanning this QR code. And um, with that, I am stopping in for a second and will continue to the session. Okay. Now, the agenda for today's session would be like we would be seeing what is Power Platform, and we will also be seeing what is Power Automate and why do we need Power Automate, and what does AI Builder mean and why do we need AI Builder, and how can we develop models inside the AI Builder, and we would also be covering a demo on the same, and I would be taking up your questions at the last. Okay, with that, uh, I I am about to start the session. Like, can someone brief of what does Power Platform mean, or can someone tell like how have you worked on the Power Platform? Okay. That's a great one. Low code, no code platform. Yes. It's a low code, no code platform with a combination of all the things being listed here, like Power Apps, Power Platform, Power Virtual Agent, Power Pages, and Power BI as well. And it's not just the analytics tool or the reporting tool alone. What we can do inside the Power Automate is that we can get we can develop applications, which is like you can develop a mobile and web application, what we do regularly with the help of HTML, JavaScript and everything, right? So you can do the same inside the Power Apps, what where you don't have to develop something which is different for web and mobile, and that can be done so easily as well. And you can also automate process with the help of Power Automate, which is like you can add robotic process automation inside the Power Automate. And you can build chatbot with a and conversational agent as well with the help of Power Virtual Agent. And you will be able to develop business centric website, which is like when you want to host some third party websites or something, then you would go with Power Pages. And when you want to do some reportings or kind of analytics tool, then you would go ahead with Power BI. And the the beauty here is that you can integrate each of these things inside any of the applications that what you are having. Maybe I would cover it in the upcoming slides on how do you connect it with different things, and how do you make things better. And how do you do is that you would have data connectors that are being available inside the Power Platform. And AI Builder is something what we would be seeing or what we would be covering today. And we can also do that with the help of the Microsoft Dataverse. And Power FX is something which came in along with the Power Apps, and we can do with that as well. Like Microsoft Dataverse is something like it is used to store the data, and with that we would be having the um, uh, when we want to store large number of data, then we would be storing that. And with that, like we saw why do we need Power Platform. And now, yeah. Okay. We would see like how can we integrate together into a complete robotic process automation solution. Like I was telling you, right? We can integrate these into different applications as well, and you can use these for the different solutions as well. Like in the similar case, like what we do here is that we can integrate the Power Apps or Power Pages or the Power Virtual Agent with the help of the Microsoft Dataverse, which is the backend of what we store the data. Like it will be very similar to the database, and inside the Power Platform, it is called as Dataverse. And with the help of that, we would be integrating with either Power Automate, or you can also use Power BI solution. And we saw like integration and everything. Like we now have to see what does the robotic process automate mean. Like to build all the data from the robotic process automation, what we need is Power Automate. It not just stops with robotic process automation. You can also build AI related AI based solution with the help of Power Automate, where you would be able to have the um, digital process automation also being included inside the Power Automate, where it decides on its own with the help of the AI capability, which is AI Builder. And with that, we can leverage the things that happens inside the automation that what we need to have. Like consider a case where you want to have like uh, you you are about to read few Outlook messages and have to reply back the similar kind of messages saying it is approved, or whether whether it is of rejected, then what you do is it is a kind of a it is a kind of a similar thing that what you do for almost all the days, right? So you can think of something like that and you can try to implement those things inside the Power Automate. So it is like adding the end-to-end intelligence for all the automations, for all the data that are available over the Power Automate. And what you can also do is something that what we saw now. Um, you are approving an email, so that comes under the automate UI with RPA. And you can also get the APIs of different websites, and you can also integrate a website being automated as well. Like that can be done with the help of orchestrate API with built-in connectors that are available. And you can customize your own connectors with the help of connectors that are custom connectors that are available as well. And to add on something which is interesting is that you can integrate these things with the help of Azure OpenAI as well, and that's where the AI builder comes in, and we would be covering it in the post session as well. So we saw like Power Automate is used for these things, and we will be leveraging it for different kind of actions that are available, right? So Power Automate is like two things. One is something which where you develop inside your desktop itself, and one is something like where you develop inside the make.powerautomate.com portal itself, which is through the cloud. And you would be doing it in both the ways. Like when you want to do a desktop flows, then what you do is that you do something when you want to run it locally, then you go ahead with desktop flows. Also it uses the actions, which is like when you want to have some similar set of action that needs to be taken, then you have something called as actions inside the Power Automate, and you would be using that. And you can also have a recording option, like what the steps that what you are doing as a user can be recorded, and the recording by itself will then be turned into a automation, and that gets automated by itself. And this is something like you can interact with the local machines as well. And when it comes for cloud flows, it is like when you want to run in cloud, or when you want to connect it with some connectors that are available. Say in case you want to connect it with LangChain, or you want to connect it with Teams, or you want to connect it with SharePoint or Outlook or something like the other application that are available, then that is called as connectors. And the connectors will be available through the cloud flows. And what you can do here is that you can run the desktop flows that were created through the desktop here through the cloud flows. And the main disadvantage that it has is that it cannot interact with the local machines, that what the desktop flows does. And for that, what you have to do is you have to do the desktop flows and then integrate it with the cloud flows. So this is what the Power Automate in a brief can do, and these are the different things that are available under the Power Automate. So what we can do with Power Automate is that like what we saw, I was just stating an example, right? We have to instantly respond to the high priority notifications, or you have a n number of emails where you have to approve or reject. Then you would be going with Power Automate, and you will be using the Power Automate to reply it back itself with the template that has been available. And you can also make it decide like whether it has to approve or reject based on the words or based on the customization that what you want to decide on. You can do that inside the Power Automate. And what else can you do with Power Automate is that you can also copy all your mail attachment from your OneDrive into the business account. And let me just tell you a simple example, like say all your meetings has to be recorded from the Teams, and it has to be stored to a SharePoint or OneDrive kind of thing. Then what you do is that you would be using the connectors that are available, and with the help of Outlook connector and the Teams connector, you would be connecting it, and you would be storing all the data that are available inside the SharePoint or the OneDrive. And at the later point, you can also access it, or you can send a notification to the team about the meeting that what they had missed as well. So these are some examples that what Power Automate can do for your organization. And and regarding the connectors, we had been saying what does the connectors or connectors is something which would be connecting the different kind of things, right? So we had been seeing it. And there are n number of connectors that are available, and you can say over 1,000 published connectors that are available too. And apart from that, you can also customize your own data. Like there are custom connectors that are available as well, and with the help of that you can customize too. So you can use API, or you can use anything that has been available with the help of the connectors. And one such connector is Azure OpenAI connector, what where we would be using it. State in example, like you have Outlook, LinkedIn, and then Teams, and whatnot, like all the tools that whatever we use in our organizations, like SharePoint or OneDrive, that those have connectors been available inside the Power Automate. Like you want to have some visualization as well with the help of the Power Automate, then you can get connected to the Power BI as well, and that would help you in visualizing the tool as well. So it's just like a wow moment where you would be able to see all the connectors being available. And what we can do with the help of Flow is that we will be having the dynamic data, or like the if even if even if we have dynamic data, then we will be able to have the flow being developed with the help of the Power Automate. And even if you want to set some variable, or if you want to loop things like what you do inside the normal coding, then that's possible too. Like say an example with the same scenario that what we discussed, you want to download or record all the meetings that happens on specific time, then you would loop it till the date that what you want, and you can put it inside the specified place where you need. So that's possible too. And with when it comes for error handling, what we do is it provides itself with specific kind of error handling techniques, where it tells you with the data that what you can try to change, or it would be giving you few suggestions on the part that what you can change with your flow. And with that you can handle the error so easily as well. and you can add conditions or expressions being added inside the flow as a fundamental part as well. So we had been seeing how do we use or how do we use the flows and everything, right? So coming into the major topic for today, like how do we bring the AI to our business with the help of AI Builder? So AI Builder is something which is available inside the Power Apps as well as Power Automate. What it does is it is a Microsoft Power Platform capability which would help you to improve your business performance by automating processes and predicting outcomes as well. Like it has a pre-built AI models that are available, and or you can also build a model by yourself, and it also helps you in the AI creation by giving people with any technical skill to read the AI, or uh, or you can also make it to understand what you are trying to get. And what it does is it will be like if your data is being connected inside the SharePoint or OneDrive or Azure or any kind of Microsoft Dataverse that has been available, then it can be accessed with the help of AI Builder, and you can create a model based on that. And that's where you can bring your AI Builder into your action. And don't panic now if you don't understand what does AI Builder mean. We would be seeing a demo part where about the AI Builder and a few scenarios of AI Builder as well, where you can understand a bit more about it. So we saw about the AI Builder, right? So what we can do about the AI Builder is that you can create customize AI Builder that suit for your business, or you can also choose from the selection of pre-built models that are available, and you can integrate it inside your applications. Either it can be of mobile application or web application, and that happens inside the Power Apps, or you can integrate it with the workflows, and that happens inside the Power Automate. So you can integrate it with either your Power Apps or Power Automate. And few such scenarios where the pre-built model are available is that you can analyze the text for classification with the help of sentiment analysis, and you can predict whether something will happen or not. And if you want to process some business card information, and that's possible too. And if you want to read some text from the images, then you have readily available models for these. And if you want to read and save information from the standard documents, then it also has a readily available model being available for us. And these are some all the examples that are being listed here are few examples where the model is being available as such, and we can use the model by just giving our data and training it, and then we can use the model in one go, and it will not be taking that much time as well. And what where you can use the model AI builder models is that first thing that what you want to do is you would be training the model, and then the model will be ready. Either it can be of pre-built model, or either it can be of a customized model. What you should do is you should have an at least five documents or different kind of data that are available for training your model. Say in case like if you want to get invoice detail, then you need to have at least a few documents of invoice with various types that is available. And invoice generation is something which is available inside the readily available model. And there are models which are available, say in case around 20 to 30 models which are available readily for us to use use the AI builder. Can you see at the right side, like few examples of extract information from invoice, and these are some of the models that are available for us. With the help of the and with the help of that, we can readily use those models and use those inside our project in just one go. What we have to do is we just have to train the model, and then we can use it inside our process. So how do you train your model is that if you are about to choose a model which is of pre-trained, or say in case you are using a pre-trained model, or if you want to create a model, then you would go to build page and you would be creating it. Or and the beauty here is that it will be storing all the models as a draft model. Like if your system got shut down, or if you had wrongly closed a tab or something, then your data will not get lost. Like it would get stored as draft models with the seconds of the data that what you are trying to do, and that would get stored as well. And you also have trained models that are available from which you can get the specifications, and then you would be publishing the model. And with the help of that, like you can publish it either in Power Apps or Power Automate. And then you can share the model and keep track of your model as well. Like the model that what you had created will also be available then under the models that are available inside the model page. Like the pre-trained models are available, right? So it will be available under the same page of the model page as well, of the model that what you have created. So now we saw all the things about how do we share, or how do we create, or how do we use the model and everything. So when you want to all those things are done, you have to share your model to get in touch with the other apps as well. Say in case you had built an application, and with the help of that you are leveraging it with the Outlook, then what you do is you would be sharing the model. And you should go to the AI builder, and inside the models tab you would click on the that will be available on the left menu, and you would select those details and share it. Maybe I would cover this part during the demo. All right, it's time for demo, I guess. um So I would be showing a part of what we do inside the Power Automate and how do we use the Power Automate. Hope my Chrome screen is visible to you. Taking this as yes. Okay. What we have to do is that we have to first navigate to the make.powerautomate.com. And as many of you assuming that you had worked on Power Automate, if not, what as a first step that what we have to do is the first thing that uh, we would be doing is we would be creating an environment for ourselves, or the environment that is being available as a default, which would be like MSFT default. And to get the Power Automate or Power Apps subscription, what you have to do is you have to first get the tenant that has been available. And I had wrote few blogs, or almost all the blogs are related to the Power Automate and Power Apps as well, like on from the scratch on how do you get the access with the help of your personal ID and with the help of your professional IDs as well. So you can use those part, and you can I mean, to get your tenant being available, you should first have an office subscription ID, and with that only you will be able to create the account. Else you will not be able to create the account with the Power Automate. So ensure that you are creating a tenant, and then you are navigating here and then logging in, and then you are creating a environment, or make sure you are the admin for the environment that has been created. And then it is all done from that part. So, regarding the AI builder, what we do is that we have something called as AI Hub being available, and that is where the AI models are added to our advantage. So, this is what I was talking about, the AI builder part. And AI Hub is something which is now available here as a pre-trained models. So, what you can do is you can select any of the models that are available, and you can, like, select the models that are there from the pre-trained one. Say in case we our thing is to get the, you can navigate it to the different things. And say in case our agenda for today is like finding the sentiment analysis. So we have a sentiment analysis model itself been available for us as a pre-trained one. So I am just navigating through it, and I am just trying to find the data from that. Inside the text, you would be finding the sentiment analysis, but I'm not stopping here. I'm just navigating through the different ones to make sure you are familiar with the other details as well. Or if you want to find it all at one go, you can use the all, and you can use that as well. So with that, I am starting the model for today. Like, it would detect whether the details that what you give is a positive one, or a neutral sentiment, or a negative one as well. Like, it you can also choose the input language on the type that what you need. Like, say in case if you want to find some sentiment based on Italian or something like that, then you can select the input language, and then you can type in the text that what it gives here. Like, say in example, I cut my hand and blood was flowing. So it is like, when it comes with that, then that would be, you can also test your data, or test your own sentences here with the help of the text box that has been available here, and you can decide whether the model works fine or not. Like, the blood was flowing as something which is negative, right? So it came as negative one. And say in case I am having some random example over here. My device stopped working only after 2 months. Let's now see what is the negative confidence score as well. Like you will have the confidence score on how does your negativity or positivity means, right? So um, we will we will have that. She is a good girl. It's a good is something like we are referring to a girl and we are referring it positive as well, so it is something like it is a positive one. So what we after testing all these things, or you can give a training of yourself, and by placing it here, what you can do is you can click it here and you can select on whether you want to use it in a app or whether you want to use it in a flow. And when you want to use it inside the flow, then what we do is you select use it in flow. And when it comes for flow, it is like it would give you some templates that are available. Say in case sends notification to the manager using the AI builder itself, or it would send you a tweet based on that. From the outlook it would be giving you. So these are some templates that are available, and these are something which are specific to the sentiment analysis part alone. And the and to add on here is that you have different kind of templates that are available for different kind of pre-trained model that are available too. So you can explore more on that, and I'm just selecting a part over here, and I'm not it's something like the template as a such will be available, and we can go ahead with just giving the permissions and everything being available, and the whole flow will be created by itself. So this is something that what we can use of. And what we can do here is that you have uh, 1 second. Yeah. We had told it to get analyze of the data, right? So whether it is a sentiment or a model, we had selected and we had told it to give. So what it had did in this particular flow is that it had used that particular model, which is analyze positive or negative sentiment inside the text. And you can select the text as well from here, and you can select the language as well, and then you can name it with the name that what you need. Like the model has been used inside it, but when you want to optimize the wordings based on your need, then you can go ahead and change it. So what it does as a whole here is that I would come back to it. But what it does as a whole is that it first reads a mail, which is like it is using a mail connector. With the help of the mail connector, it is going inside the mail on a new mail. And whenever the new mail comes, it would get to my profile and will check if I am a manager or not, whether to get the manager. Like if I have a manager, and it would be getting it, and it would check all those things by itself at the back end with the help of the office 365 office 365 account being linked with it, right? So it would check by itself. And if it's all true, then if I am a manager, then what it does here is that it would get the text from, sorry, HTML to text, which is like you are giving it some HTML, and from that it would take the text, and that text would be fed into the model, and then it would send a push notification. And what you can do here is that you can also add something like say in example Teams. You have a Teams connector option also been available, so you would be selecting it and then you would be adding it as well. It's not turning. One second. See, we thought of adding like the Teams, so it got added in. And if you want to send some push notifications, and if you want to send it through the Teams as well, then you can go ahead and search for the connectors that are available, and based on the connector it would be deciding on what action you have to do. Like say in case you are giving it inside the Teams, right? So you would be giving in the details here, and then on the parameters part of what does the adaptive card and everything mean, and you would be giving it here. And unless and until you don't give the important things over there, it won't allow you to go to the next part. And I don't need it at the second as well. If you just delete it, then that would go. It's a simple easy one what we can use as well. So coming to the AI part, like what we do here, what we can do is that we are selecting something like or under what run after moment it has to do, or you can also give the timeout seconds on what on if the model is failure or something like that. Then what you can do is with the help of the error logging method, and with the help of the time here, you can catch the errors that are coming out of the model. And the model may not work for all the things at the right time, right? So at all the times, right? So that is something we need to handle for as well, and that's where the timeout option will also save like. And if it's a secure input or if it's a secure output, then you have to enable it. Say in case you are sharing some PII or SPII data inside it, then it means a secure input, right? And it also have to give you with the secure output as well. So you have to enable it, and then you would be deciding on the various models like that are available too. And say in case you need to use these as part of the API, or you have to get the code for this particular thing. We have an option to develop it inside the desktop as well, right? So there you would be coding in more, and here the coding will be much less. So for that part, you can go here and get the code out of it, and it would be returning you with the details on what it does or how does it do. And for the testing part, you would enable the static result. Then you would be giving it saying whether it has succeeded or not, and you will also have the connector being available about part as well. So this is all about the how do you use the AI connector being available for the sentiment analysis. So to test all your data, what you can do is that you can put inside the put it like what we had tested, like she's a good girl, or I had a hand cut and the blood is flowing, something of that sort. And you can put it when we train the model before ourselves, and then use the model whether it is right or wrong. And say in case if you are done with all the part, you would be saving it, and then you would be publishing the particular part. It is still saving, and once that is done, you can go ahead, you can go to back, like uh, okay, it is something like the flow, that is what we had created. We had created these things, right? So it would make you things available with all the connections that are available as well. Say in case if you want to share the model, or if you want to share it with someone as well, then you can click on the share that is available here, and you can export it as well with the form of package or identifier. And if you want to do analytics part, then the analytics part will then get connected with the Power BI by itself, and you don't have to take any actions beside it. And the based on the negativity or positivity of the sentiment, then you can come here and see the usage of what does your data mean if you are an admin. If you want to turn off your model running, then you can go ahead and turn off here. And then these are something which are there, like say in case when you come to home, um or when you come to my flows, then all your data that what you had created will be available, and from there you can go ahead and do the similar kind of actions that what you want to do. So this is where, like this is where you would be publishing, or you would be creating the data, creating the model and everything. And when it's a pre-trained model, you don't have to publish the model that what you had created for, and you can just go ahead and use it in the flow or apps, and the model gets in use with the data that is available. And then if you want to do some customization, then what you can do here is that you can go ahead and say in case sample, I am just submitting it. I'm just selecting something and I'm going inside. So what we can do is, if you want to create something, then you can go ahead here. If you search for AI builder, then that's something which is available here, right? And you also can have the suggestions that are available based on the connector that what you had used as well. Say in case save file to AI builder to feedback loop or something like that, then we can use that part. And when we want to when we go inside the model, this is something where we are customizing the code. So you would be selecting the customized model, and the model can be created. I would go back to that and tell you how do you create it. And once you had created that, you would have the suggestion being available under the AI model, and you can then give the source code and the parameters as well. And once that is all done, you will be having the run and everything been in the similar way. So now going back to how do you create it here. So we came in, right, and inside the ones like what we had created, I had created something like this one document processing earlier, and um, it's like the model is still available. I would show you. I don't have the option now available because I almost used all my quota now of the model creation. It totally depends on what kind of the quota that what you are selecting, or the pricing part that what you are trying to choose for Power Automate. So the first step of the model is that when we go inside it, then it would allow you to import the I am just stating here for invoice example. It would allow you to load the invoice examples that are available, and with that you would have the fields being chosen by you. Say in example, you just need few things, and few of the things that are available will be loaded by itself. Say in example, I am just adding in a field as a new one, and if we want to get the ny, then I would it would show by itself, like what are the things that what you can choose from your data. And if we want to use that, then we can go ahead with that, and we can use that. So once we have chosen all the fields, then what it does is that it allows you to add a collection of datas or documents that are available for the model to get trained. The more number of document that you give will be your positive score kind of thing for the model the uh, to get the positive model result as well. And you would create a collection for the same, and you would be adding in all the documents. I had given a sample of, and there should be a minimum of 6 documents when it comes for invoice processing. And then it would be tagging in all the data that are available as well. Like it would allow you to tag the data. Say in case it is still loading, it would map you with the datas of what you need, like with the field that what we had selected. Billing address is something what it has selected it here, and then billing address receipt is something what it had selected. So you can select based on the things that what we have to have inside the document. And if you want to remove the tag at this moment as well, then that's possible too. So you can use those things, and once that is all done, what we can do is, and the thing is, you have to have a verification of all the models that are available to, else it will not allow you to go to the next step. So once that is all done, what you would do is your model is now created. So once that is done, you would save and close, and then you would go back to the model and to the place that what you have created. And you can also have a quick test among your model, and use your model. Then with the automation or the intelligent app, you can go ahead and use it. So or within the documentation app that what you had created, you can go ahead and use it. Or if you say an example, we have created a flow here, right? So we have to use it over here. Then what we do is that We come back here and we want to have a action being available. Um, and the model will be available under the, and since we had chose sentiment, it will not pop you up with the invoice details here. That's the major drawback that we have. And say an example, I am just creating a sample, just selecting it. I'm going inside it. You have to establish all your connections and everything. I am kind of running out of time now. Just give me few seconds, I would finish off. So the model that what you had created will be displayed here if all the steps that what we had created is right. So we will have all the different options that are available under the AI builder being available, and from there we can go ahead and use it. And once that is all done, you can go ahead and publish it too. Like when you want to publish it, you can run it, and when it's all fine, um, then you would publish it. For publishing part, what you do is you again go to the same flow and then select on it and give a share, and then you will be sharing it with the users. And once the share and everything is being done, you would be publishing the particular automation that what you have created. So with that, I have few suggestions as well. Like you have a Microsoft Learn course itself, which is manage models in AI Builder, and that is available in the Microsoft Learn. And once you complete it, you would be getting a badge for free, and you would also get few certificates as well. Once you complete it, you can go ahead and scan this URL to get those details, and uh, get your certifications also been ready. And if you have few doubts on connecting, how do you use the AI builder, then you can go ahead and scan in and get in touch with my blog, where I would have explained each of the step that needs to be followed as part of the steps that what we have to do for Power Automate. So scan up here and get in touch with the blogs that I have, that I write to. And stopping in here for any questions if you have, so that we can wrap up the session. Is there any questions or something that I need to answer on? Hmm, just a second. Okay. Assuming this as no, and could you repeat how to get the certification? Sure. One second. Let me share the screen again. Okay. There is a Microsoft Learn page where you can go ahead and uh, do some courses or self learn from it. And this is the QR code that it is referring for, and this is the URL that it is referring if the QR is not working. That would also have a detailed step on how do you use, or it would give you with two badges when you complete it. And if you want to get in touch with the blogs of the in detail steps of how do you use, then you can go ahead and scan here. Where is the form for certificate? I don't know what form are you referring for. Mm, sure. One second. I would also share the uh, link as well. One second. All right. With that, thank you for being such an amazing audience, and meet you up at the next session. And thanks for the opportunity to Surat. Thank you, Surat, for
Thank you,
hosting.
Bhavagi, for joining the session. Really, we had a lot of information that is shared. We had a lot of things actually. I hope the audience were able to grasp the most important thing at least. Make sure you guys try it out. And there was a question that if the AI models were need a subscription to be using it,
Yes,
it is required.
AI model needs a subscription that needs to be used. Like based on the subscription, like what you choose for Power Automate, then it would allow you to create the models based on that. Like say an example, I was able to just do four or five models alone, and post that I wasn't able to continue with that further. And that was like with the subscription that I had chose. So it totally depends on what model or what subscription that you choose. And the model also will have some pay. Like say an example, if you are uh, using invoice thing, then that would have some data's been loaded with it, and that would have a pricing being available as high. So it totally depends on the model as well as the pricing that you choose for Power Automate. Hope that answered your question.
Yes, great, great. I think we are on time, and has shared all the link regarding it, and Bhagavi also shared her C Sharp Corner link. Please to check out and give her support on what she's sharing the blog, and so it's really motivating when everybody else supports on the information being shared. Um, Please to do that, and you guys can connect our LinkedIn as well if you guys have any specific question regarding your company or anything, any project that you're working on. Okay, uh, that's pretty much it for the day, and I shared all the link that is related to our session or that we will need ever need in the session, and Yeah, thank you again for Bhagavi for joining the session, and thank you everyone for joining the session. And I hope you gained something from spending an hour in the session. And see you in the next session upcoming. And be sure to be in the community so that you would not miss the next one. Thank you,
Thank you
everyone.
all.
Bye.
Bye.